Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird, wonderful world. And today I decided I wanted to do something a little bit different. I haven't used my tier maker in a while or my OBS studio and wanted to find something interesting to show you and rank because I do like these rankings. So now, yeah, I'm going with 90 of the more of the iconic or known logos from bands of all kinds, from all types, and they're pretty much random. Some of them were a little bit selected. I wish I had a little bit better pictures, but you guys will know what each one is as I go along. I wish I had, yeah, I wanted to show you each one a little bit separately, but I don't want to make this video too long, so I do have a little bit of a time limit. So anyway, I'm just going to jump into it. Now, I'm sure there's going to be logos that are missing that I don't have. You probably have a favorite band and say, well, but what about this logo? What about that logo? If I'm missing a logo, I do apologize. Let me know in the comments what logos that you would have chosen. But yeah, these are the logos that I chose, and there's 90 of them, so it's going to go through a whole wide range. Let's start with the first one here. We'll go just in order. They're all pretty random, very random. So let's go with Ozzy. And of course, they're ranked from S to D. There might be a D. I don't know yet. Maybe not. We'll see. But to be an S, it has to be for me personally. And I'm not judging the band. This is only going off of the logo, okay? And pretty much what the logo, how it reacted with me growing up. And a lot of these logos, I'm not that I'm seeing them for the first time. They're not really my favorite kind of bands in that, but we're judging just the logos, okay? But the Aussie logo, come on, it really does represent, and I've drawn that logo. Of course, if I've drawn the logo, you know it's going to go in the S tier. You know, my Motorhead logo, you can't really see it, but it's up there. So, of course, Motorhead, that's an S tier. Absolutely. Spinal Tap logo. I wish I could show you more of the fuller logos, but you guys all know what they are. Especially if you're watching my channel and you're into music, yeah, you'll know what these Spinal Tap. You know what? I'm gonna put that right here at the beginning of the A, which of course A is still amazing, outstanding in that. It's just with the S tier, there I gotta be very selective of putting only for myself personally, my opinion, what I consider the ultimate best up there. But the A list also is very, very good. Now I haven't done this many different different categories for a tier. Usually I only have maybe about 20 at tops, but so this is 90, so I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm just going to go right into it. Husker Du. It's good. It's a good logo. Especially we're talking about just the name logo. I mean, symbols also kind of do count somewhat, depending. But for me, it's going to be with the. Let's bring that down a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be with the name logo, with the whole package. Is that better than the Spinal Tap logo? No, I like the Spinal Tap logo just a little bit. Oh, Rush. Okay, this here logo. Now, when it comes to the band's name, they've gone through many, many, many different logos, but this is a symbol that really represents Rush, and I've drawn that. I have drawn that. I've done that at least 4 or 5 times. I've drawn that. So yeah, UFO. It's a decent logo. All it is just 3 letters with a lightning bolt. Clever. Well, not even lightning bolt. It's just a wavy line going through it. It's fine. It's nothing special. So it does go in number in the B. Men without hats. That's a pretty okay logo. So as logos go, I mean, it really does represent. Let's put it here. in the A. I do really like that. White Snake. White Snake again. It's just they're the band's name in a clever kind of spiral. I'm gonna put it at the first of B because I do kind of like it a little bit more than the UFO. No, the Commodores. Yeah, that's an old '70s band. Where do I want to put the Commodore's logo? Uh, Actually, it's a really cool logo. I've never drawn it, but I do remember that from my childhood and always kind of liking. I don't mind the Commodore's music too. They're not too bad of a band. I might even consider getting some Commodores eventually, but that will go here in A. I do kind of like it better than the Men Without Hats. I am I being personable with the Husker Du because I do kind of like that, and I do own some Husker Du. You know what? No, that Commodore's logo is actually pretty good. That goes right to the lead of A. Of course, these three here are iconic, and AC/DC. I've drawn it. It represents the band. It's as old as the band itself, and they've never changed their logo. I think it's iconic. I mean, I still kind of like these three better, but it does go in fourth here in the S tier. Yeah, Aerosmith. That's not a bad logo, and I'm gonna put that right at the beginning of A tier. Yeah, that's where that belongs. Black Flag. Black Flag. That goes in the A tier for sure. I'm gonna put that just kind of right behind Husker Du and Men Without Hats. Bad Religion. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna put it right here at the end of the. It's just of course, it's just a cross with. It kind of goes with the Men Without Hats in a way. It's just like, oh, no hats, no religion. Okay, so it's nothing really special. I mean, it really does represent the band, but it's very simple. But I still kind of do like it. Blink 182. Um, I'm gonna put that right here at the beginning of C. I don't know, smiley faces with X's on the eyes really kind of doesn't do it for me. Um, this is the for Danzig here. I do like that. I'm gonna put that right up here in the A tier. Um, uh, yeah, yeah, right here. Oh wait, mm, especially like we're going with the logo also, of course. Where do I want to put that? I really do like that Commodores. Let's put it right here. Cheap Trick. That's kind of a cheap logo. And we're just talking about the typeface. That's all we're talking about. They've used that because they mostly use that logo for most of their albums. That typing kind of logo. But it's just a logo, so it kind of goes at the beginning of C tier. Dead Kennedys. Yeah, I do like that logo. That's going to go in the A tier. I'm gonna kind of put it right ahead of Spinal Tap, but no, right here, right there in front between Commodores and Danzig. Def Leppard. I like it. I mean, it's just stylized lettering, but it's still kind of iconic. I have drawn that before. And it really does represent the band. These are logos. As soon as you see, all pretty much all these logos. As soon as you see them, you know it represents the band. Let's put that down in A here somewhere. Ah, I'm gonna put it right. I do like those. It is pretty striking, so I am gonna put it there. Dio, which I have just recently bought. I have drawn that before, of course. It is stylized lettering, but that I'm gonna put that uh, right there, right there. I do love it, but it's just old, kind of an old gothic type of typeface for that logo. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Yeah, it's just uh, and this is no judgment on the band. They do have their fans, and rightfully so. I'm not into them myself personally. They're not really my style of band. And that logo is still a pretty good logo, so that's why it's going to go ahead at the C tier. No, you know what? I'm going to put it here at the end of B. Yeah. Uh, Move some stuff out of the way here. Okay, and now we're just going with the Fog Hat logo. Yeah, I know it's really tiny there, but it's there. It's just the logo. It's a pretty decent logo. I'm gonna put it in the B tier. Probably. I mean, the White Snake one does kind of is striking because it is supposed to represent like a snake. So, and do I like it? I like the UFO one a little bit better. But I don't mind that Fog Hat logo. It is pretty good. It is nicely stylized. Foo Fighters, it's a good one. But I'm gonna put that right here because it's just it's just again it's just stylized letters. Gorillas. We're not talking about the cover. We're just talking about just the logo. I probably should have gotten a better picture for that, but we're just talking about the logo of the gorillas itself, the red lettering in the spray paint. It's fine. And they use that mostly for their, as that identifies the band. All right, let's gonna put it right here behind Foo Fighters. Yeah. Okay. Grateful Dead. You know what? That is a kick-ass logo. That actually does belong up here in the S tier. Absolutely for sure. Even above AC/DC. Yeah, that's a killer. That really is killer. Guns N' Roses. I'm actually gonna put that at the beginning of A tier. It's actually really good. But then Iron Maiden actually is going to go and beat it because I do love that Iron Maiden logo. Regardless, I love the red and yellow ones, but it doesn't matter what color scheme they do. It's really good. Judas Priest for me was always iconic. I want to kind of put that right ahead of the Def Leppard. Yeah, and just behind Aerosmith. Aerosmith is pretty. It's still a really good logo. The Guns N' Roses, of course, because it's two Guns N' Roses. I mean, that's a pretty iconic logo. Corn. I'm gonna put it down here in the B tier. It's a good logo. I mean, it's just a backward R. It does represent pretty well. You know what? No, I'm gonna put that right after, right between UFO and Foghat. Yep. Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin. That's pretty iconic. That's going to go in A for sure. I'm gonna actually put that right in front of Aerosmith. And no, you know what? Right between Guns N' Roses and Iron Maiden. Metallica. Metallica, always a killer logo. It's iconic. They were my favorite band, but still, it goes at the beginning. You know what? I still actually really kind of like that Iron Maiden logo better than Metallica. Sorry, Metallica. You have a great logo, though. I do love it. But come on, these logos so far in the S tier, and I can't believe there's only five. Yeah, these five logos so far in the S tier. You know what? Know what? Know what? Know what? Know what? Never mind. I've drawn that, so that goes there. I've drawn that. I don't know why I'm thinking. Yeah, they are better than the AC/DC. I don't know. What I'm thinking. Yeah, am I happy with that? Yeah, I do actually really love that Grateful Dead. Of course, the Rush, and then the Motorhead and the Ozzy. You know what? Nope, Motorhead goes ahead. Sorry, I'm sorry, Ozzy. Ozzy, you're great. It gets a little hard. I still got quite a bit to go, but let's keep going. Molly Hatchet, it's just a banner, but it's pretty much your consistent logo. I do really like it, but I'm gonna put it probably right here in the A tier, right between the Dead Kennedys and Danzig. Muse, it's fine. It's a fine logo. I'm gonna put it right, kind of right. Yeah, no Foo Fighter. Right between yeah, right between Bad Religion and Gorillaz. My Chemical Romance is fine. It's a fine. It's just kind of scratchy. It kind of reminds me of the Corn a little bit, so I like the Corn a little bit better, but it will go kind of there in the B tier. New York Dolls. Okay, yeah, you can't see it, but again, I'm only going with the logo here. You can see the little pointer. It's in the corner. I should have gotten a better picture of the logo, but it is the logo that is mostly associated with the New York Dolls. But again, it goes in the B tier, and it's going to go kind of. I do kind of like it better than the Gorillas one, but only slightly. Nine Inch Nails. I mean, it's clever with the backwards N. You know, it's just three letters. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna put that kind of but right between Foghat and Foo Fighters because it is decent, but it's in the B tier. Just to let you know what's up there in the A tier and everything, so you can kind of see that. No Doubt. If that's the logo that's mostly associated with them, that I think that it is okay. It's pretty decent, but it still goes in the B tier. I'm gonna put that uh probably just above probably right there in B. It's not bad. Punk band called Pennywise with the PW. That's pretty clever. I do kind of like that. I'll put that right here. Prince. Prince, when he changed his name to that logo, you know what? I'm sorry. I do like Prince and I do like his playing that, but when I first saw that logo, I thought it was the most ridiculous thing I kind of seen. So that kind of goes right there. And so yeah, yeah, that no, it's still a little bit better than that. It will go into the NFC. I still kind of think it's ridiculous. Queen, um, I'm taking that as your logo. It is pretty decent, so I'm gonna put you up in the B tier here, maybe, probably. I mean, there is a couple of different logos associated with Queen, so but yeah, I'm gonna put that at the lead because I do kind of like that coat of arms. I know it's a record cover. There's one coming up later on. You'll see. It's just an image, but it's still an iconic image. As soon as you see it, you know it represents the band. Let's just get that one out of the way right now. I'm talking about the Pink Floyd The Wall. I'm just gonna take that one out of there right now, and it's so iconic, and it does. Gonna see if I can't scroll up there. Yeah, there we go. And I'm putting that up here in here somewhere. It is awesome. Is it better? I hmm. Yeah, it's gonna go in the S tier because it really and I do have a flag of that on my wall just right to the right of me here. That's gonna go right. Yeah, no, it's gonna go. It is better than those band logo. Yeah, we're gonna put that right there. Still, that Grateful Dead logo and the rest here are really killer, really awesome. Queen of the Stone Age. I wish you could see more of it. It's just all you see is an F and the and S, but it's Queen of the Stone Age. It's just a logo, and I'm kind of putting it at bottom here at the bottom of B. What is this again? This is Radiohead, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Radiohead. That's a pretty cool logo. You know, let's go up and put it. I'm gonna put it right up here in the A tier for sure. It's a pretty good one. I'm gonna put it right there between Dead Kennedys and Molly Hatchet. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Ramones, you know what? That is a pretty good one. I do love that. That goes pretty high in the A tier, right up here. I'm gonna put that right. Actually, even right in front of Guns N' Roses. Yeah, right there. That's where I feel. That's where I feel comfortable putting that. And I'm just kind of going on a like. my first impulse, I'm trying not to think too much about it. The hair metal band Rat. You know, I always kind of like that logo. That goes in the A tier for sure. Probably even yeah, right there, actually, right there, but just between the Commodores and Dio. Red Hot Chili Peppers, you know, that's a decent logo. That goes in the B tier for sure. I mean, it is iconic with them. Do I like? Do I think it's more important or better than the Queen one? I'm not even saying that Queen one is an official one. There's the from the debut album of Queen there that has that hand that drawing kind of a logo that was drawn by Freddie Mercury himself. It is pretty good. That's the one I kind of should. Let's just pretend that that Queen logo is there instead of the one we're seeing now. Okay, that hand drawn one from the debut album. I'm gonna still put the Red Hot Chili Peppers right there. It is pretty good. This one here is a pair of scissors with two legs at the bottom, and it's supposed to be the Scissor Sisters logo, which is kind of clever. If that is their iconic logo, that's pretty good. I'll put that in B. I'll put that right up here, maybe even second, because that is pretty catching and it's kind of the first time I really ever seen it or paid attention to that. So yeah, Sex Pistols, because they only have the one album and that one logo. It is going to go in B. Um, I am going to put it right. Why not in fourth place here? It is a pretty because it really had like doing those different type of lettering and that almost like they were cutouts. It really represents that punk aesthetic, so it fits perfect. But it's in the B. All right, Slayer. Always like that. I have drawn that symbol a couple of times, and I'm gonna put that in the uh, in the S tier. But kind of at the last, I still like Metallica and AC/DC better, but I still think that's so iconic for me. For me in the '80s, yeah, Slayer always had a great logo. All right, Tesla, not a bad logo. I'm gonna put that in the B tier. Where do I want to put that? Put it. I'm gonna put it right there. It is decent. The Beatles logo. You know what? That is pretty iconic for the Beatles. I mean, I do love it. I'm not putting it. I'm sorry. I'm not putting it in the S tier, although it should be. You know, I mean, Led Zeppelin's an A. I am putting that. I am actually putting that right. I am putting that right at the beginning of A tier because it is a great logo. I mean, it's just again, it's just stylized letters. I mean, yes, of course, the Iron Maiden here, the Ozzy Osbourne, and that they're all stylized letters, but they sort of have more of an attraction to me because of my past with them, me loving those bands. I know I said that shouldn't be a factor, but I still have, pretty deep connections with these S tier logos, more so than the ones here, but these ones always did captivate me. I mean, if they're in the A tier, they're still outstanding. They're still great. I still got some more to go. All right, cooking right along here. And that would be for the Cramps. Yeah, they're the band, the Cramps. Again, I wish I had a better logo. It's basically kind of just the logo I'm judging, not the whole album cover, but it's the logo in the corner. Hopefully you guys, it's very tiny on the screen for you guys. I know it is, but it's a decent logo. Okay, if you know what that logo looks like up close, I'm gonna put it up here, probably right between Sex Pistols and Whitesnake. It is a pretty decent logo. The Doors, I really always iconic, always loved it. It's going to go in It's going to go in A tier, and it's up here somewhere, like for sure. With it's going to go right here after Led Zeppelin. Yeah. No, I'm gonna actually put it above Led Zeppelin, between the Beatles and Led Zeppelin. Yeah, that's where it goes. The Killers. I know all you see is an L and an E, but it's Killers. The Killers. A pretty great band. It's a decent logo. I do give it props. I do like it better than the Tesla logo and even the Pennywise logo. I probably put it right, right behind right between Sex Pistols and the Cramps. Misfits. Well, you see, there's two Misfits logos here. Okay, I always liked them. I always thought they were iconic. I'm going to actually put both of those in the S tier. Yeah, they're both going in the S tier. Um, kind of behind. Yeah, but but no, between Iron. Yeah, between Iron Maiden and Metallica. Okay, but I am going to put the logo, the skull logo, also in S tier, right in front of the it's first, and then the band name logo second. Those are iconic for me. I still always love that Iron Maiden logo. I think their album covers and their logo it is probably for me the most metal, regardless of what genre of metal it is. That really in many ways represents metal. I like but also that Motorhead, that logo with that those horns, and that screams metal. It really does. The Offspring, I really do like that. I think that really does represent them well. That's going to go up in the A tier for sure. Probably right behind. That I do love that logo. Um, wow, yeah. Uh, mm, do I want? I want to put that there. I kind of want to put that there. That flaming skull logo. That really does is their that is their main logo, so it really counts. Hey, Rolling Stones logo. No, that belongs in the S tier for sure, for sure. I mean, it's just as iconic as that Grateful Dead, maybe even. Although personally, I really do like those three above it. I am going to actually put it just slightly above. And let's say the Rolling Stones logo and that Grateful Dead logo, they're pretty equal. They're pretty equal. Van Halen has a pretty decent logo. That's going to go up here in the definitely going to go in the A tier, and pretty high up here. I am going to put it right between Zeppelin and the Ramones. Yeah, it's always been good. Ween, I just bought that album. I'm pretty glad we get to see the whole cover here of that. That is a great cover. It's a great album. I do really enjoy that side two much better. I listened to it again there, and it's good. The second time around, it really kind of, because especially if you keep in mind of the anger behind that album. But that is a kick-ass logo. It is going to go in the A tier, absolutely. It's pretty up there. I'm going to put it actually in between, yeah, in between the Ramones and Guns N' Roses. I mean, come on, that's pretty iconic. That's still pretty iconic for me, but I really do love that logo, so it got pretty high. Weezer, yeah, Weezer. It's a good logo. I'm putting it in the B tier. I'm going to put that kind of up here. Probably. hmm, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it here. No. Better than Minimal has, better than Black Flag. I mean, yeah, it's okay. Tool. Now this is my favorite album of all time. It is going to go into S tier for sure. Let's put it up here, and that because from my favorite album. Um, oh no, actually that's with the 10,000 Days logo. My favorite one for Tool is that one here. But just say that Tool logo here is the same as the Lateralis one. Okay, it even though even the 10,000 Days ones kind of does go up here. I always love the Tool logos, especially from I'm not crazy so much for the first few logos. I'm not in camera anymore. The first few logos that they had, but Lateralis, I loved that logo, and then of course 10,000 Days. I love that's my second favorite logo. Yeah, we're gonna keep it at the end here. It says Nest here, but every other one above it is more kick ass. It really is. I'm actually even gonna bring it down. Oddly enough, even that logo, I as much as I love their logo, I do like everything else in the S tier better. But I'm gonna just for respect, I'm gonna put it at the beginning of A tier. Yeah, Nirvana. Now we're gonna go with just the normal kind of band name logo. Let's go up with it, and it's in the A tier for sure. It's pretty iconic. I'm gonna put it kind of, yeah, in between Van Halen and Led Zeppelin. Yeah. Uh, even maybe even higher than Led Zeppelin. No, Led Zeppelin. And just after that, Kiss. I'm sorry, but Kiss always had a kick-ass, awesome logo that will go in the S tier. It's gonna go. It's going to go in front of Metallica, but still not quite Misfits. No, I am actually going to put it above Misfits. Yep, it's going to go right there. Uh, uh, no, no. I'm going to put it right there between Grateful Dead and Pink Floyd. Yeah, because it is part of Boston. You know what? I always love that logo. Like it's a kick-ass logo. That will go in A tier for sure. Well, this is turning out to be a long video, but I don't care. It's 90 of them. 90 of them. So, A tier. Um, do I like it better than the Ween? Do I like it better than the Ramones? It's a kick-ass logo, and it's the one that really represents the most. More iconic than the Beatles? Oh, you know what? Hmm. I think, no, I'm going to just put it right. Oh, it's so hard. I mean, I'm not crazy for the band, but that pretty awesome looking. I always did love that cover, and and love the whole iconic look of that. It's going to go up there. Is that where I want to put it? Yeah, yeah. You know what? Yeah. And this here is for Blue Oyster Cult. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good logo, but I'm gonna put that. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put that in eighth here. I'm gonna put that. I think just between Dio and Dead Kennedys in the A. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Pearl Jam. You know what? That will go at the in B tier, kind of behind between Sex Pistols and the Killers. ABBA, pretty poor, pretty poor. I'm not crazy. It's just it's just you can put it into a mirror and it looks the same. Anthrax, you know, pretty iconic. Of course, that has to go in the S tier for me. I actually kind of like the Anthrax better than the Metallica, so that goes right there. It is a really kick-ass logo. Wow, I still got whole much more. Avenged Sevenfold. That's a pretty kick-ass logo. You can't go wrong with a cool skull and stuff, and that's going up here and somewhere up here. Avenged Sevenfold. You know what? That's going to go right, right there. No, right there, right there. Yeah, Black Sabbath. You know what? I always love that. That's pretty iconic, and it really represents them well. That's up here. That's up here. That's in the. Yeah. You're going right there in the S tier. Absolutely. Blur. Uh, you're a blur. You're kind of weak in a way. You're going you're going in C tier, maybe at the lead of C tier, because it's still pretty clever, but it's pretty basic and there's not much to it. You know, I still kind of like it better than the ABBA. Daft Punk, that's their kind of logo. That they reuse it different, you know, on different albums. So I mean, it's an A tier one, is it? Yeah, yeah. It's going to go here. Yeah, it's going to go here because it's pretty good. This is a a thrash metal band called DRI, which stands for Dirty Rotten Imbecile, and this is their logo. It is always a cool logo. I always liked. I'm putting that in the in B tier. It is a pretty decent logo, but it's just a it's a moshing man. Is he's what that's what is he doing? He's moshing because because moshing was something you did with thrash metal. I'm putting that up here though. It's in the B tier, but it's going. You know, is it? Yeah, it's going to pass Queen. It is a pretty cool symbol. ZZ Top. That goes in the A tier for sure. Let's put that up. I always love that logo. A tier, maybe even at the beginning of A tier. Wow. Um, no, right behind. Oh, yeah, kind of ahead of Tool. Kind of ahead of Tool. Even like I can't believe that I'm actually giving Tool some flack for their logos, but I kind of wish they would have had a consistent kick-ass logo right from the beginning and stuck with it. But they always change their logos every album, and if you can't really take all six of their logos as or seven or however many different logos they have as you know as one. Is they're all separate, and that's a whole different you know episode. Okay, let's just move it along. Where did I put that? ZZ Top. Did I put that in the first place here? Do I really want that first place? I always loved it. Yeah, no, it goes right there because it is cool. Megadeth. Megadeth. I love it. It's going to go in A tier. It's going up probably right there. No, right here at the just above just above Slayer. I mean, they always that's one thing that Megadeth over Metallica is Megadeth always had better covers. Let's keep this going. Monkeys. You know what? That's an believe it or not, that is an A tier logo. How well can you represent your band with such a such a stylish and great logo? I mean, it had to be a great logo because it had to be to promote a TV show. I'm putting that up high. I'm putting that up actually right here. It's better than these other band logos. I'm sorry, Black Sabbath. Um, nah, it's going there. Oasis, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're a B tier at the end here, maybe. Yeah, almost in the blue, almost at the in the right here. And even Muse, I'm not inspired. That's going to go. That's going to go here. Sorry. Pixies. Pixies. That's a pretty decent logo. I'm gonna put it up a little bit higher. I'm probably gonna put it kind of right there. No, kind of behind Pearl Jam. Yeah, behind Pearl Jam and between Pearl Jam and the Killers. The the Residents. Yeah, that's you know what I do love. That is the symbol for their. That is actually pretty outstanding. I have to put that in S tier because I do love that. I even more so than where am I gonna put that? You know what? Kind of right behind. Yeah, I'm gonna put that right between Black Sabbath and Anthrax. Yeah, I feel that's okay. I do kind of love that. Run DMC. It's a pretty decent logo. It's gonna go up here in the B tier, pretty high up in the B tier. Um, yeah, let's put that in front of between Sex Pistols and Pearl Jam. What is this again? Susie and the Banshees. Susie and the Banshees. Yeah, you're in the B tier for sure. Also, I don't I think that's pretty cool. I wasn't really familiar with it, but I'm gonna put you up here. I'm gonna put you right behind DRI and right between DRI and Queen. Yeah, Slipknot. Slipknot is pretty decent, but you're also in the B tier. You're gonna kind of go. Yeah, you do really represent the look of the band and everything. So I'm gonna put you up a little higher. Uh, Probably a little higher than the Pix. Higher than Pro Jam. Was this uh, the the specials? I think that's called. I think that's the specials. The I I'm not sure what that band is right now. I thought it was a cool logo, and so I mean it is going up high. What is that? This? Yeah, I think it's the specials. If I read that correctly, don't take me 100% on that. It's kind of very tiny on my screen at the moment. I can't really see that at the best, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. All right, but that is a pretty kick-ass logo, and that's going up here it's going up here, probably right behind. Yeah, right between Beatles and Avenged Sevenfold. I only have seven more left. Let's get through them. The Cure, not bad, not bad. I'm gonna actually put it. Yeah, actually, no, right there is actually pretty good for that. The Kings, these are all legs underneath, so it represents the four people in the band, I guess. So one, two, three, yeah, and so that's not too bad. So I want to put that kind of above the Pixies, right here between. Uh, a little bit better than Pearl Jam, maybe. The Who, that's a pretty great logo. Yeah, I can't argue with that. So I'm going to put that here in the A tier for sure. It's going up here somewhere too. Uh, I mean, it's pretty iconic. I'm going to put that right here. Right? Yeah, actually, I like it actually better than the Tool. So, yeah. Twisted Sister, that was always iconic. I always love that. Pretty clever. That goes in the A tier also. But where in the A tier? That actually goes up here somewhere. I'm putting that right even above Tool. That goes right there. Maybe even here. Yeah, yeah. Voivod. And that is their logo. That's what they used mostly. I always loved it. That goes in the A tier. That, but where does it go? Um, I'm putting it right after Nirvana, after Led Zeppelin. Hmm, kind of. You know what? Right, right. No, I even like it better than the Tool. Yeah, that right there, right between the Who and Tool. Wu Tang Clan. That's gonna go up. It's not a bad. It's in the A tier. It's a good logo. I mean, it's iconic. As soon as you see it, hey, it's Wu Tang Clan. Um, actually, yeah. I like all these other logos better, for sure. I want to put it right between Ween and Guns N' Roses. Yeah, yes. Last one. That's 90. Oof. I'm so glad to be done with this. I don't know how long this episode is. I wasn't expecting to do 90. It's going to be a little bit longer. I was making up for the lack of videos I did the last couple of days. I want to thank everybody who joined in at the chat with on Sunday with Larry Graves. There was Alex from Beer and Vinyl. Glenn Calloway from the basement was there, of course, and a special guest star. Dropped in at the very end with Jeep Jones. So I'm putting this actually in the S tier. Where am I going to put the S? I do love this logo. I'm actually going to put it right between Black Sabbath and the Residents. Yeah, right there. Oh, there's my tier list. Only ABBA got to the D. I almost put the Prince down there too. I mean, that is the second my least favorite logo. I don't know. It just didn't strike me as a hit. I thought it was sort of ridiculous the first time I saw that. I was like, really? But I don't know. It is iconic, I guess, and but all these other logos, yeah, these mean more. These are more I have much of more of a personal connection, or they just the first time seeing those logos, especially like with the residents here, it kind of struck me as like, oh, that's a really good concept for their their image and their logo and branding and so yeah, so yeah, Motorhead. I wasn't really expecting that Motorhead logo to get to the top, but it there's a reason why my best friend uses that as his profile picture for his YouTube channel. So yeah, it's iconic. So that is my tier list. So how many do we have? There's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 in the S tier that I thought were out of 90. And then there are all these ones here in the A tier, which is just almost as good. If this is a 10 out of 10, this is a 9. These are 9.5s out of 10s. Absolutely. These would be 10. These would still be 9 out of 10s, and then of course less. All right, so that is it for me. I think I babbled long enough about this. So stay tuned for tomorrow because tomorrow is my official a 2-year anniversary doing my channel. And I want to thank everybody who tuned in so far. I'm at I don't know, you can see it right now. I'm at 466 subscribers. I'm you know, I'm what was that? Is that 34 away from 100? I mean, for 500, I meant. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. So, everybody, I'm just going to let you go now. If you are watching this for the first time, please consider subscribing. I will love you forever. Greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button. Don't be afraid of the like button. Comment because I try my darndest. I think everybody should always at least I'll give you a heart if I can't get to your comments right away. I'll give you a heart and hopefully get to your comments as soon as possible. I don't always get to it right away, but I try. All right. So everybody, please be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, or afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.